What's up guys, it's your boy Babour Zainullah again with another banger. Man, I haven't done this for a long time. I kind of missed this. Today's episode, as you probably can see in the description below, is going to be about this guy right here, Ulanzi VL110. Let's get it. This video is not paid in any way. Nobody paid me to kind of talk about this specific item. I just like to share my thoughts when I find something really good for videographers, cinematographers, or filmmakers overall. And this is just one of those items. I personally found a lot more pros about this item than cons, so I'm gonna start with pros. First one is the price. This item coming up $125. When I purchased it, when it just came out, I purchased it for $105 or $104, but now it's went up because of inflation. Everything went up. It's $125. Reason I think it's a good price because the smaller version of this is a quarter of this size and it's $35 at the moment, but when I purchased it, it was $30. When you buy this, it's pretty much triple the size of the smaller version that they have, so which kind of makes sense. Second one is a build quality. Build quality for this price is really good. Personally, I dropped it a couple of times. Not by choice, it was an accident. Nothing happened. Like, it just literally falls down like a metal because it is a metal compared to the older, like the smaller version when they had right here. It's fully plastic everywhere, and then the front diffused light, like the front part, is kind of a glossy material. Compared to this, it's like fully metal everywhere, and the front is, as you can see, a little more shinier, which I like it a lot more, to be honest. It's the light, it comes out more brighter, and it's more diffused in a way. As you can see right here, it's just, I think it's a more true to the tone. I personally like it when I use it. Build quality wise, I would probably give 10 out of 10. Third one on this list is battery life. Battery life on this is actually pretty decent. So compared to the small one, when I did a battery experiment with that small one, it lasted me for 1 hour and 15 minutes. With this one, I was somewhere close to the 1 hour. It died out, but I kept it on 100% and it was an HLG colors. I'm not sure if that makes any sense if you keep it on HLG or like effects or anything like that, but it was an HLG color. I usually don't use it for that. Sometimes I use it for hair light and stuff like that, but I never use it for on 100%. So if you do use it on 100%, just know you'll get around 1 hour. So keep that in mind. All right, number 4 on this list is quite a weird one, but I personally like it a lot because now you can make this light even longer. You know how there's a non-tube light, or Aperture made them those as well? They're like super long. It's the same scenario, same idea pretty much. So what you're gonna do is there's a small thing right here on both sides. So I only have 2 of these, so I can't really show it to you, but what you're gonna do is just attach them to each other and then just twist it, and that way it's gonna become longer and longer. I wouldn't suggest making more than 4 because otherwise it's just you're gonna have slight dent, which is not ideal. It just doesn't look good. But if you're using them for a hair light or just a motivational light somewhere in your shot, then it doesn't really matter. The only problem is when you do that, there's gonna be a slight like black part in between those lights. If this light is gonna be in your shot, then not ideal. But if it's not, just like motivational light somewhere in the back, that shouldn't be a problem. Number 5 on this is magnets. Magnets on this guy is super strong compared to the old version, like a smaller version. These are so much stronger. Like, as soon as you come closer to the metal, it's just gonna stick right away. Like, it's super cool because if you have the surface, whereas places like metal is super small, these guys are gonna stick really well because the magnet is so strong. It's just gonna hang properly. MC11s, Aperture MC11s have also like a super strong magnet, but I think these guys are a lot more stronger because build quality is really good and it's heavier as well. So that's why I think they made a strong metal so they can hang no matter what. Like I said, I don't have too many cons about this guy, but there's 2 and they're kind of close to each other. So one of them is being buttons. The buttons on this guy are, I don't know, as you can you hear them? They're like, you know when there's items and then you buy, everything else looks so good, and then there's one small thing that shits on everything else. It's these buttons. They're annoying. They feel a little Chinese. Everything else is so good. The build quality, the front, the metal parts, the battery life, the magnets, and then there's, I don't know, I feel like they didn't put enough effort into buttons and just make them a little more, make them feel a little better, and I will buy this for like $150. I don't know why, but it just feels so much better. They put slightly more work on it. Maybe it's just personal thing, but I hate buttons that feel flimsy, Chinese. What are the words? Number 2 con on this list is the brand itself. What I mean by that is the menu is pretty simple, like every other light tubes. You know what I mean? Like Aperture has the same one, Nanlite has the same one, similar. There's light, there's colors, saturation, all those things, and there's effects. All right, that's simple, but What I hate about this brand itself, Ulanzi is not making, is the app. Well, now you have the option to connect 2 lights, right? When you change one of the lights, that means you have to change all 4 and you have to do one by one. I wish they just made an app and I would pay extra $20 for that convenience. Just sit from one spot and then change all the lights. Otherwise, I have to go and then change the power and then go to next and change this and that, and I have to do the same thing for all the other 3 lights, and that's super annoying because I've done with 2 of them. It's already more than enough for me and I freaking hate it. So I wish Ulanzi thought about it. I'm guessing they're not watching this video. Just make that stupid app. I don't know, sometimes these small lights are way more handier than super big ones. So yeah, that is my second one. All right, guys, that was it. That's all I want to share with you guys today. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys learned something from it. I personally love this light, like I said earlier. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you do end up purchasing it, and if you do like it, leave the comment below. If you don't, still leave the comment below. If you don't like it, if you buy it from Amazon, you can always send it back. Yeah, as always, thumbs up if you liked this, thumbs up if you loved it, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Ciao.